Hey everybody, this is JP Firepledge bringing you guys another part of Spyro 100% run. Right, we're still in Spyro 1, so we're gonna keep on going through that, and we will start off in Magic Crafters with an impromptu and immediate dragon egg. Right, so this world, as I said, this is Magic Crafters. All the dragons in this world are like in Peacemakers. You had a lot of dragons that were artisan. In Peacemakers they were all like wartime dragons. Like they were big, they were burly. They definitely had a lot of meat to them. And they had a lot of weapons when you'd unlock them. And artisans, they had like the painter of the items and the artisan tools. Here we have more whimsical dragons, so we'll see a lot more that sort of thing. I'll go ahead and introduce you to our first dragon and let you see what we're talking about here.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Alright, there's our marching orders, just like every other level. They don't change it up too much, but as you can see, alright, I didn't really give them a chance to do it, but the main gimmick of the enemies in these worlds is they really like to move platforms around. They like to move platforms, they like to put walls up in your way, they like to just kind of be, they're generally just nuisance types enemies where they like to just kind of be as obnoxious as possible for you to get past them. Not even saying that they're difficult or they're very hard to... I don't know why. I thought that guy... I remember this character right here having a guy who would raise the wall so you couldn't get past him. Maybe I accidentally flamed him or he fell out of the world. I think we just saw a bug. I'm really sure that we're supposed to see a guy there. And for those of you who have never played through this game, the main thing, as you can see, we already got 2 dragon eggs already, barely even into the session. And we have more dragon eggs than we got in, I think, all of Artisan's world. That's because the requirement we need to get past this world is we need dragon eggs. Easy enough. So they pretty much give you 2 right out the gate, just for free. No ifs, ands, or buts, no issues. Key's not till later on in the level. But the one thing is funny is that with all the dragon eggs we've currently gotten, I think we have 7 dragon eggs. We actually can go ahead and leave Magic Crafters if we wanted to.
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent!
Go ahead, try it.
There we go. Got another dragon over there doing some magical-y things. So we're not going to supercharge just yet. No, we're really excited for it, but we're going to go all the way back over there to Alpine Ridge. That's our first destination. You gotta love that big glide, that's really cool looking. Alright, just like what I was saying, we got the big old beasties over there. And funnily enough, we can actually see a treasure chest, so that means we can go over that way. Oh, go ahead, flame the big guy, hit the small guy. And that's Spyro. Now, but for real. This is one of the cool levels, as you can see, yeah, like that. Sometimes the enemies will interact with each other. They'll form coalitions. They'll try and band together to beat Spyro, but we're better than that. So, but here we go, some more magic-y guys living up to the Magic Crafters theme. And as soon as you take out those enemies, the things that they were controlling also get taken away as well. One of our primaries in time, you can see 2 of the enemies over there fighting with each other. Locked in an intense battle of wits that never will end. till we run over there and intervene with it. We'll hop up here. We'll get the dragon first. We're going to fly over there as one of our first things we do. We can't get the dragon if we don't first.
Oh, Spyro! You're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
Some of you guys are pretty funny. Okay. Alright, so we'll fly on over. Maybe. I might not have made that jump right. Take this dude out first. And take the wizard. I guess both these guys are kind of wizards. One's like an ice wizard, one's like a regular, like, standard D&D wizard. But these guys all have, like, ice spells that they shoot at us. And, funnily enough, this is a pretty good recreation of the, of the characters that they had in the original games. Okay, and so these guys don't really know what to do when we're up here with them. That's right, you can point all you want. Ain't gonna save you. Sorry, bud. Alright, keep on rolling. At this point in the game, I don't know if you guys have played, but the levels start to get a little bit longer. So I'm not quite sure, but I might have to start breaking up these worlds into 2 different pieces. For YouTube's sake. For a stream, we're going to do the whole thing in one go, so if you guys want to see it all at one time, definitely try and catch the stream. I would appreciate it, and it'll let you see things pretty far in advance from the YouTube crowd, I believe. I think I'm putting these parts out with a pretty good lead time on stream. Just kind of how it falls for me right now, the timing. I don't know, I think I just missed that part. I might have to...
Thank you for releasing me.
I think that's our 3rd thank you for releasing me. Alright, so gotta get the counter going at this point. He ain't really hurting nobody, he's just running around, he's walking around. Bonk. These guys' little like donk donk is like super funny. Okay. Clear this little area out. You know what, guys, I thought was funny. That was a little weird. Put it on this way. Take this out. Take him out. I don't really get a good feedback when they die. I kind of like not sure if they die or not, to be honest. I remember this level, going down in that little path that we just went down, used to freak me out so much when I was a kid. I don't know why. It's not that scary, but like the monsters used to look a lot more like monstrous to me, I guess, and it was just like super weird.
Great work, Spyro! If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter's world.
Alright. We'll get those chests off the beginning. And we're gonna go ahead and fly over. Get the last dragon, and we'll get some of the treasures. And see, this level has a little bit more to it than just the intro bit.
Remember that these blue thieves have stolen eggs outside the Magic Crafter's world as well.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
Okay. We'll try and grab as much treasure as we can along the way. I always like felt like when you were going through these areas, like I don't think it's a real thing, but I always thought that hitting chests slowed you down. I don't know why. It just kind of feels like it does, like it would, you know what I mean? Like if you were just like hitting the chest with your head, you would probably slow down if you were chasing something. Oh, I shouldn't stop. I would have caught him otherwise. And jumping too. I don't know why. It's like I don't think that they actually slow you down at all, but it just feels like it would in my mind. Didn't stop. Got him. Alright, here's a little bit of a tricky bit. Where we gotta explode all of these and then fly on back and get them. Where am I last? Oh, there it is. It's precariously hanging off the edge. Tempting us almost to fall off in order to get it. We're too smart for that. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, we'll continue on, and we'll go right up the hill and snag. I think this is High Caves, and if we want to look real quick, we actually have a skill point in there. We gotta find a burn a hidden painting. Alright y'all, here we are in High Caves. So in this area, like I said a minute ago, we actually have an extra objective. So we have these spiders up here which are kind of impeding our path, so we have to go the other direction, but our secondary objective is actually to grab a hidden painting. That's going to be our skill point for this area. Oh, taking hits. Happens to the best of us. I didn't even see it, to be completely honest. Alright, take this guy out. Out over here for a second. Be safe. I know we can probably make it, but I'd rather just be safe, honestly. We got hit by it twice already, so probably shouldn't be hot dogging it anymore. And if I remember correctly, I think the painting is just over here. It's not here, it's in another little spot. But we'll get the gems regardless. Yeah, it's at a later part in the level. Similar looking though. I'm gonna let Sparks eat up you guys too. Oh, we got an extra life one too. Nice. Grab the dragon.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Regardless of these guys actually moving everything around and him not liking that too much, we are going to have to roll over to their little platforms. Perfect. Go ahead and snag this one. Knock him out. And we'll fly on over. Finish it up. Good stuff. Yeah, like I said, these levels are a bit longer. Oh, I'm not sure if I need to. Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere towards the beginning. Oh, there's our skill point. Easy peasy. And we'll keep on going. This level is one of the ones that actually has a nice little bit of additional content in it. As you can see, we got these little fairies flying around after us. They're waving at us. If we fall down the pit, we actually won't die in this area because this is one of our introductions to the supercharge mechanic.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
A less than subtle hint of what we're supposed to do with the big spiders. For now, let's go ahead and clear out the rest of this area, get all our treasure. Then we'll mosey on over and get the bugs. Worry about them. See a little thief over there too. Knock him out. go, man. Taking these turns horribly, so he's probably gonna get ahead of me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the chest that we missed in here. I'm normally pretty good about hitting all the chests. I just like let that one run right past me. Sparks ain't pointing anything in here, so we ain't got anything super close. Yeah, he's pointing outside, so. Like I said in an earlier part. Oh, let's just let the fairies. I'll show you the fairies. We gotta go over here anywhere. So as you can see, the fairies actually drop us off right at the beginning of the supercharge, which is really nice because that's where we always pretty much wanting to be in this. And I'm gonna let the supercharge die so we can grab the dragon. So that once we start, we actually got 25 piece there. That's nice.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Good stuff. That's all our dragons. We'll go ahead and take a nosedive. And so he gives us another little hint that if we jump and glide, we can get to much higher places. As we just did. Our little 10 piece. We can drop down. Escaping me if I can just fly over this way. No, I need to. Oh, I'm gonna need to supercharge fly over there. We got it. Then we got another egg thief. As I'd said earlier on in the part that this area we unlock the next I believe it's Beast Makers is the name of it. We unlock that through getting more dragon eggs, so this area gives us a ton of dragon eggs, like this whole world does. He's playing Ring Around the Rosie, you guys, I don't know. Easy peasy. Alright, got it. Okay, so we're good on this one. Dive back into the pit of no death, and we'll start taking out some of these spiders. I forget if I can just take a hard. Let me try. Yep, I can just take a hard left. And we got all the spiders on this route, which is great. That's our intended way to get the spiders in this area, is to go right through them. Plow right into them. Oh, don't forget that. There is one place that our supercharge won't be able to get us, though. And that's up here. You can see it's got 3 steps. We would bonk our head on the top step for sure. So, knock this dude out. Because we have a little spider over here that's trying to impede our path, so we need to take out the wizards before we can actually go and get to the intended path to take out the spiders. And we get introduced to the fairies. So, fairies will do something interesting where they'll give Spyro a little smooch, and then he'll be able to breathe super fire. And you'll be able to take hits like a champ too. Look at me. It doesn't last too long, but this is our this level pretty much shows us all of our power-up mechanics. So later Spyro games, you'll get things like super fly, super charge, super what is it? It's escaping me. I know you get super flame, which is like a more of a fireball in later ones. In this one, all you get is the fairy kisses and the supercharge. Still really useful though. Flying is more reserved for the actual flying worlds in this one, rather than being in all the worlds or anything like that. Like I said, later games they lean more on mini games and things like that, and for like certain challenges they'd have you do like an additional thing. I want to see something really quick because we actually that enemy actually fell out of the world in the earlier part, which is pretty hilarious. I mean, you see it on that video, but he's just gone. He just disappears. So I know we want to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Take out the little black mages. Grab ourselves a key. That's what I meant to hit with the supercharge. Silly me kind of forgot that I thought it was behind the wizard, not in front of him. Let's grab the dragon though.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
And actually, the dragon brings up a really interesting point. So we've already gone through, in our playthrough, we've already gone through a couple levels where we've learned to fly, and we went through Sunny Flight, we went through the one in Peacemakers as well. It's escaping me for the name. But you could very easily have never done a flying mission at this point in the game. Wow, how did I miss that? It was right there. I've never actually realized that these guys are wearing armor. I've played through this game so many times. I never actually saw they were metal. I've always just hit them anyway because they were small enemies. That's where my brain recognized them. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the supercharge because I missed it, but we have to use the supercharge to unlock that that tough chest. It doesn't have a lock on it or anything. Oh, and while we're over here, we might as well go ahead and get the big chest. Some extra lives. One more dot, and we'll see what happens. Take this. I'll just take this guy out. Get one more dot, and we get an extra life. Sometimes these thieves will actually hold full extra lives, so it's kind of useful to like take them out. Not how we lost a hit. Alright, there's our 25 piece. Go up this way. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is the last 25 piece? I know there is one. Alright. So we have 2 more worlds in the entire... I'm sorry, we have 3. We have the flying one, which we'll save for the second to last. But let's go ahead and hit Wizard's Peak. We'll do the flying one, and then we'll do the boss. And then that'll be Magic Crafters. So this world is interesting because, as you can see, we have a wizard who is flying away from us the entire level. He is spawning enemies for us to fight as we go through the level. And some people who might just run straight forward would actually miss that there is a side path over here. I like to take the side path first, personally. Just because there's a couple different spots where you kind of like, you want to do it first in certain situations. I just think it's more interesting because it's like, most of the time you just go straight through. I kind of like to go backwards through it. Like I said in some other parts earlier in Artisans and stuff like that, these aren't exactly optimized routes or anything like that. It's just the routes I like to take. I think they're fun. Mine's escaping me. I think that, yeah, right here. There's the wizard that was actually would have been harassing us the entire way through. But since we circumvented him a little bit, he no longer harasses us. All his minions end up spawning, but that's just because if they didn't, we wouldn't have enough gems to finish the level. So we'll go backwards through the level. Now. Which is another quick piece that's kind of interesting about this game, is like the levels are actually pretty well made to the point it's like they're really not as linear as they really come out to originally seem. I mean, in later games, we actually have a lot more like I'd almost call it like Mario-esque-ness to it, where you can... Oh, there's another one of the wizards, I forgot about him. Almost Mario-esque-ness to it, where like you come back, you get the orb. In Spyro 2 there's orbs, and then there in Spyro 3 there's dragon eggs. And there's multiple in every level. Rather than just the couple of dragons that are along the path that we would naturally take in these levels. And gems are more of the thing where we go out of our way to get them. But in this game it's actually pretty interesting that you can, even though there's no real reason to go out of your way for some of these things, because you have enough to beat the game even if you just went through the most bare bones route possible, that you still get pretty interesting level design despite that. Like realistically, they could have just, like for their first time too, just made a straightforward level and not had any of this stuff. Let's not die up here. Alright, good stuff. Alright, and that's the first half of the level done. Now we get to the part that sometimes I used to struggle with, which is the charge pad jumps.
Welcome to Wizard Peak. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Gotta bash him. Gotta bash him. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some wizard bowling. I believe you get an achievement as well for getting all these guys with the supercharge. We have achievements turned off right now just because I don't want to interrupting the recordings or anything like that, but take another crack at it, go all the way down this time. How many wizards can we get? Oh, we actually got a pretty good glide. Maybe we can get it? Nope. And this is the main struggle of Wizard's Peak. This little area right here. You might see reigniting a couple times. We're just farming extra lives, right guys? And spend lives to make lives or something like that. Is that a good one? That's a good one. Nice. Second try. And even those of us who have played Spyro like a million times still mess those jumps up. Oh my gosh, wow, I've never had that happen. That's great. Make the jump, walk right off the edge. Classic JP. It's okay though. We have 23 lives, we got lives to spare. Like I said, be seeing reigniting a little bit here. I think this is actually the harder one too. There we go, we got it. Perfect. Now let's not kill ourselves this time. The egg is like, nah man, you deserve this. Watch the whole animation. Fly on over to the end of the level. And our adventures with the supercharge are not over quite yet. Got a supercharge box right there.
Well done, Spyro. Thank you for releasing me.
He had a little bit of a flair behind it, I know, but that is still a thank you for releasing me. So that goes in the counter number 4. I'm gonna go and take the wizard down this way. And we are done with that jump. Because I think we are. I think I can just hop up and get these, yeah. Alright, so now we can use this one. Get the chest right here and make our other super jump. Which gives us a lot more height than the other one does. I noticed that when I was playing through this the first time. This one gives you like a crazy amount of height. And the other one doesn't give you like any. Go ahead and take out this sheep. Get back to full. I'm gonna do little tiny taps on the charge so you don't fly off. Alright, that's all those, and I believe that's us done with Supercharge in this world. Now we're just finishing out the level proper. bait him. This one's just from these guys. All the eggs found in this world. Oh, got smacked. That's all our treasure. This will be our last dragon. And not to spoil the dragon for y'all, but I remember earlier in Artisans when I told you guys about the dragon in Magic Crafters that will tell us about how to get the Sunny Flight. This is actually that dragon. Listen to him.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the Artisan's home world near the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan's homeworld? Waterfall. Sounds good.
Now, we already knew how to do that because this game came out in like 1994 or something, or more like 1998 probably. And I think I've played through these games maybe like 100 times. So we got that. We don't need to go back, but at the same time, definitely helpful for anyone who may have missed it. Let's go ahead and head on over to the flight world. And you know what's interesting actually too is that I'll talk during the loading screen, but that in the original, the little floor pads when you're trying to unlock Sunny Flight didn't light up until you clicked them all and got the jumping on each one time. In this one they light up as you hit them, but in the old ones they actually used to do that. So it was actually more of a secret then. Pick out some of these flyers before we get ourselves a little extra time on the clock. And actually, in terms of the, I think there's a skill point for flaming the fairies too. I have to go back and check. I think it might just be an achievement. I plan on going for achievements too. I know I didn't preface the point of the videos in this part just because we're already at part 3 out of, I guess it would be part 3 out of 6, potentially? Depending on how I do the ending worlds. I don't know if it's going to be the one. I didn't really do a super amazing job in the early part, to be real. We'll see. Maybe you can bring it back. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a struggle. Nope. Not gonna get it. Give it another shot. No big deal. But these flying sections are actually like... I think they did a really good job with them. They did a really good job with most of the game. But I think in terms of the colors and stuff they bring to these areas, they definitely used to be this nice, like, vibrant, like, a lot of, like, eye candy to kind of look at while you're flying around. So I think they really captured and made sure to continue that throughout the Reignited Trilogy. They didn't mute any of the colors down or anything like that. But we did get all the gates. I thought we had missed one for some reason. Reclaim some time by hitting the flyers. I don't really like chasing these guys down because they are normally a little faster than you, but maybe we can catch one or two and make it worth. Yeah, I think we're good. It's gonna be the one, I think. As long as we catch them all. I'm pretty sure Spyro gets a little bit extra speed when he goes down and dips like that as well. Brought it back though. Went from like almost like 1 second left to having 11-second positive. That's it for this float world. Flying worlds always go really, really fast for us. Okay. Alright, so the last one, you guys may have wondered, what was I saving for last? The boss of this world is Blowhards. We're gonna go to him last. Also the last gate in this entire area, so kind of works out that way. So here we are in Blowhard. This is the boss of Magic Crafters. He's like a tornado guy or something like that. And he's surrounded by the elemental wizards. We gotta fight our way through. Lots of treasure in this world too, so if anyone is needing like a treasure reserve for when we go through and go into Dreamweavers, these are a couple good levels to definitely go through. You can see the boss up there. Mr. Blowhard himself. We'll just flame him. Not too bad, pretty easy. And one of our skill points is to ride on one of these platforms for 10 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Spyro ride on it until the skill point pops. And then we'll hop off and finish the rest of the world. Easiest skill point, probably in the whole game. Stand perfectly still. Don't move. I always find hitting more than one.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in Crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Poor lost old guy. Make it. Alright. Now we would want to go right normally, but we're going to go left, get the rest of the treasure boxes. And we'll have face-off number 2 with Mr. Blowhard over here. Not being very aggressive right now, for some reason. He hasn't thrown one attack at us. I think normally he'll throw out some little tornadoes that you gotta play around. But we're actually almost done with the area here. For our last showdown with Blowhard, he'll spit out a bunch of treasure. And I believe this is our last box. Oh, perhaps I missed one. Missed a blue one. I'll be right back to get that. Yep, right at the very little under area. I just didn't step enough. Alright, and with that, take out the enemies just so we don't get hit when we're talking to the balloonist, but with that, that's Magic Crafters completely done. Go ahead and hover over on the menu screen for you. Got Magic Crafters, Alpine Ridge, High Caves, Wizard Peak, Crystal Flight, and Blowhard. We got all the skill points. And the Terrace Village is in the next world. And we'll talk to the balloonist and go on ahead.
Thank you, Spyro, for recovering so many of our dragon eggs. Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you're ready. Would you like to go?
Alright, and here we are in Beastmakers. Alright, get the little chickens ceremoniously flame one of the chickens before we head out. Before we collect any gems, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Alright, so we went through and did Magic Crafters 100% every world, all skill points. And next up is going to be Beastmakers. So since we'll be moving any forward, we're going to get some gems. I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here. And I'll see you guys in the next part. Again, this is JP Fire Pledge. You can follow me in the socials, JP Fire Pledge everywhere. And you guys have a good one. I'll see y'all later.